Good evening, and good night, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ironworth Trading coming to you live. This is not financial advice, by the way. Nothing in this video will be financial advice. I repeat, this is not financial advice. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and I am in no form or fashion promoting people to leave the app. Now that we got that disclaimer out of the way, I want to go ahead and show that the futures are opening up green. And that's a good symbol, right? I mean, a good sign for the most part, because usually whenever the futures are green on Sunday, we can go ahead and know what's going to happen for Monday. It's not a mystery when you see the futures. Usually, historically speaking, when the futures are up, S&P goes up, right? It usually works that way. And yeah, not to mention we had this bullish information, this good news catalyst that happened over the weekend. So we looking for that to be enough to push the market a little bit higher. One thing I forgot to get was SPY, so I'm gonna pull up SPY. Take a moment to pull up SPY. To be enough to push the market a little bit higher. One thing I forgot to get was SPY, so I'm gonna pull up SPY. Take a moment to pull up SPY. All right, so like I said, SPY is already gapping up right now. Let's have a look at it. So SPY is gapping up. SPY done already hit 639. It'll more than likely see 640 this Monday. So that's pretty big, right? I can't believe we already at 640 and it's the end of July. We had 630 calls, right? So we $10 in the money right now when it comes to SPY. Everybody that was in the chat with me that rolled on those SPY calls. So we $10 in the money on those, and we still got an entire month left. You see what I'm saying? That's the benefits of swing trading versus day trading. We can take profit along the way. We can sell some contracts here and there. We don't have to have anxiety all day. So now we already know that we hit 640, or we on our way to 640, 650. SPY will retrace, and when it does, we can take it down, right? We can go down to about 630, 632, maybe even 629. But it will come down. It's up right now, and that's a good thing. This is a very, very big, not important, but a very busy week as far as earning goes. So we got a lot of earnings on the way this week in particular. Okay, so we want to pay attention to the fact that we have earnings for a bunch of big companies, a bunch of big names, right? So, and then you want to pay attention whether the earnings come out before opening or after. It matters. It matters. So what are we going to talk about first? What do you guys want to point out first? Matter of fact, let's go ahead and just take a look at everything that will be coming out, and we'll go ahead and make a decision based from there. So first off, we got Monday to think about, let's go for Monday first. Let's see what we got for Monday. What do we got for Monday? Tuesday, Wednesday. Here we go. All right, so earnings on Monday. We got New Gold, Waste Management, Cadence, Rambis, etc., Bank of America, Tilray, Nucor, UHS, and a few other companies, right? So the ones that immediately stand out to me will be Nucor and Tilray. Everybody put the tree symbol in the comment section if you know what that Tilray stock is. That Tilray stock is a cannabis stock. Lighter flick, you know what I'm talking about? That Tilray stock is a cannabis stock, and everybody that know during that cannabis run that we had, I think it was, 2018, 2016, somewhere up in there, we had a run on cannabis, and so it ain't really pumped since then. But we're gonna take a look at the chart. We're gonna take a look at the Tilray chart in a second. How about we do that? Nope, we don't want to know Roku yet. We don't want to see Waste Management yet. I want to show the people Tilray. I know I got it. There we go. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Okay, so here we go. We're going to take a look at Tilray. I got some levels mapped out for it. I'm looking, and it's a penny stock right now too, by the way. So you can't say you can't afford to be a part of this. You can. It only costs, right now you can get in on Tilray for 69 cents a share. Will they have good earnings? Will they have good earnings? But look, this is what I noticed, though. It came all the way down to 35, 36 cents. And because it didn't go lower than that, it was creating lower lows and lower highs. But here we are. Looks like we're in a trend reversal because we are creating higher highs and higher lows. It's simple. It's textbook, right? So I want to say that, you know, we got the high right there in about January or February. It was $1.73, and we already on our way back up to there, to where we were at least in March. So I want to say Tilray is going to give us a full, you know, someone says I'm up 300% on XRP. Should I sell? No. You want to be up 600%? You could take some profits if you want to. Listen, I'm going to talk about XRP in a second, but I just wanted to point out these things that got earnings coming out. So, like I said, this is going to give you $1.80. I'm giving you bull. Yes. Yes. Puddle of mud. Yes. Heavy on the bull. Do not doubt bull. Do not sleep on the bull. Bull. We bull, you guys. Ticker symbol BULL. It's going to go to like 70 or 80 bucks. You're going to wish you had a bought in. Stop looking at $15, $16 like it's cheap when it's really about to go to $60, $70. And then from there, $100. You know, this is a diamond hand situation. Puddle of mud. You know, this is get in and hold that shit type of situation. But yeah, we just talking about earnings right now, JB. I'm looking at everything that has earnings this week pretty much. So Thursday, got some big things Thursday, but we're going to start with Monday. So Waste Management. Waste Management is one of those stocks. I try to talk over the music, you guys. I try to have like some music in the background, but it distracts the fuck out of me. So I'm going to cut the music off. It gives me anxiety. Anyways, Waste Management, all y'all going to need y'all trash taken out, right? So that company to me is like, it's a no-brainer. And as you can tell, it has done nothing but go up from $8 to $229. Show me a major dip to where you should be afraid to invest in this company. Okay, and now they got earnings coming out. Let's see, they got earnings coming out tomorrow, but I wonder if it's before opening or after opening. Let's see. JB says tap the screen, you guys. If I can get a follow and a tap, if you guys can tap the screen for me, it'll push the video out to more people, and it will overall allow me to stay here and do and complete the show, right? Because I'll have a larger audience. I'll have a larger incentive to keep doing this for free. I do it for fun, but you know what I mean. I'm not charging y'all for the information. I just want you to pay attention and spend time with me. That's all I ask. So now we looking at what got earnings this week, and pretty much Monday, one thing comes out before open, but after close, we'll understand. So pretty much Waste Management will be something that we would trade for Tuesday, since the reaction of it will be more so on Tuesday because the earnings come out after the market close. You get what I'm saying? You always want to know, just because the earnings coming out that day, you got to know if it's going to come out before open or after close. That's important to know. Otherwise, they wouldn't mention it. So, like I said, Waste Management, one of those companies you don't really want to pass up as far as long-term growth. It's just a good company to invest in on the long-term side. But it's also, you know, moving within like a little $3 to $4 range. I want to say that Waste Management will come back down to test this bottom trend line. But if they have good earnings, then we can see a good green day upwards. Remember, you heard it here first, right? So we want to see Waste Management close above 231 for us to enter into calls. But I don't trade Waste Management because it's like low volatility. Like I said, it's a slow growth stock. It's something you put your money in and it's going to grow, but it is going to grow slowly but surely. Like I said, this is not financial advice either. Now, we also want to look at something else that got earnings coming out. I don't know if it's Tuesday. Let's see. Wednesday, we got Humana, Meta coming out this week. We got Ford, Hershey. Hershey is a good company to invest in. I can't explain to you how much, even in crisis, chocolate still be doing good, right? So Tuesday. All right, everybody, some of y'all favorite stocks got earnings coming out on Tuesday. Someone said 1600 shares of Webull. That's right. That's how it's done. That's the way to go. I don't know. Hey, I don't know. You know, everybody in the comment section bringing up Webull, you guys, it might be something to pay attention to, right? Hershey was doing bad, I thought, says Chad. But guess what? When they're so-called doing bad, that's when you wanna like keep an eye on the company, because just because you heard they doing bad and the stock might be doing red, it might have a red day. That's your opportunity to buy when everybody else is fearful. You should be brave in those moments. You feel me? But yeah, we're looking at some of these stocks today, so I want to take a look at a few that are right here on this list. We'll take a look at a few that's right here on this list. All right, we got. Oh yeah, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. We got Roblox coming up. I do want to talk about Roblox, but we'll talk about. We talked about waste management. Nucor. Okay, I gave you guys a penny stock the other day called Green Wave Technologies. The ticker symbol is GWAV. It is a penny stock, and they are a steel company, a scrap metal company, and they got like 13 different locations. Anyways, they're doing business with Nucor. So this is going hand in hand with that trade, kind of. If you was here for that session, then you know that I'm really bullish on G-Wave. It's 27 cents a share right now, but they're doing business with Nucor. They're doing business with Georgia Pacific too. So GWAV banks. G-Wave. I talked about it a couple nights ago. I'll talk about it again real quick briefly, but just to give you an idea of who that company is, Green Wave Technology Solutions, they are trading under GWAV. Right? This is a penny stock, and like I said, it's 27 cents. You know, I guess people can't afford to invest in it at that point, then they shouldn't be investing. 27 cents? Come on now. But yeah, they saying that scrap is the new precious metal. They are looking to benefit from the tariffs. Right, Chav? What makes me bullish on this, Shav, I hope I'm saying it right. All right, but anyways, what makes me bullish on this company is they are looking to benefit from the tariffs. We've been getting bullied by China. They make a lot of BS and then dump it on the market, right? But we bring in a lot of steel from China and then export our own. Specifically, Canada and Mexico be doing that shit. Canada and Mexico. So they getting tariff too. That's why the tariffs on all of them is beneficial to this company. I'm not talking about tariffs being beneficial to none of our pockets in particular, because I know people like to get political and shit. I'm looking at stocks that are going to be affected by it positively or negatively, right? We're looking at how to make money in the market. We don't give a fuck about none of the other bullshit. Excuse my French, right? But I just want to express to you guys how much I don't care about the political side of it before you get in here and try to argue with me about any of that other BS I don't care about. But anyways, so you just want to pay attention to it, because tariffs will be driving the prices for scrap metal higher. And when that happens, Green Wave won't be 27 cents a share, and you will wish you had to listen to me. Okay, I'm just throwing that out there. I don't even know if it's 27 cents right now. This was the last time I checked. Just to give you an idea, you know, the company's market cap is sitting at 17 million. That's a low market cap. So this is a small cap company, but it got a lot of room to grow. 52-week high sitting at $1.46, and the 52-week low is sitting at 12 cents. For those that don't know, that means the stock had dropped to 12 cents so far in the past 52 weeks, and it has risen to $1.46 in the past 52 weeks. And right now we are at 27 cents. That's right. So just add it to your watch list. I didn't want to talk about it so much. I just wanted you guys to think about that in accordance with Nucor, because that's what I brought up was Nucor. So Monday, we looking at a lot of different. We want to enter these positions to be ready for whenever the earnings do come out. So when the earnings do come out, I mean, as you can tell, it's already trading at, I want to say, all-time high right now. So this is one of those stocks you add to your watch list. 147, we already trading at this right now. I want to say we'll hit 150 this week with Nucor, but you don't want to just assume that. You want it to come back down and retest that order block like we're in the 140s, 145s. Let's say right there, 145, and then you can take it up. But that's not financial advice. That's just me, how I'm looking at how I'm going to trade some of these. I don't expect it to be a lot of volatility on this one. We got Tesla. This is a clear trade, you guys. Everybody like Tesla, right? Some of us been burned by Tesla and we upset with it. I understand. Trust me, I get it. Elon and Trump got to arguing and they kind of fucked up our plans that we had. But it was going to be an even better summer than what it already has been. But now it's going to be an even better summer than what it was going to be. You feel me? Because Tesla going to give us back 330. Tesla going back to 330. We ain't got to win. We're going to get back whatever we lost from Tesla. And if you didn't lose from Tesla and you've been winning, it's time to keep winning. It's time to keep winning with me. How about that? They said, bruh said we was going to win and be tired of winning. W's in the chat if you ain't tired of winning yet. Because he got us fucked up. We just getting started. Right? We manifesting that shit. It's coming to us. We not chasing money, right? We not chasing this shit. Because when you chasing it, it's running from you. We attracting it. It's coming to us. We magnets for it. It come to us. This shit coming to us easy. It's the setups is right there for us, y'all. All we got to do is execute the information. We don't got to be stupid this week. I ain't saying nobody's stupid no week, but sometimes we get ahead of ourselves and we act like we don't know what the hell going on, but it's clear as day if we just take our time sometime and just, when in doubt, zoom the fuck out. We get carried away. And I'm going to tell y'all something, too. All this technical analysis shit don't matter. We will not get rich from technical analysis. Y'all do not need more chart analysis or technical analysis. What we need is a serious review of how we think when we enter a trade. I repeat, we need to think about how we think when we enter a trade. It has nothing to do with none of this technical analysis shit. I'm just showing you statistically what happens when price action does this. Or we paying attention to price structure. We paying attention to levels of areas of confluence. And, we pay attention to news catalysts. But none of that shit matters. What matters is how you think when you enter a trade. This shit is 90% psychological. So keep that in mind this entire week and you won't lose as much as you lost before. If you start realizing that a lot of times you add to a loser, but how many times have you ever added to a winner? Don't they always tell us buy low and sell high? I think we need to look at this shit different. How about we buy high and sell higher? How about we short low and cover shorts even lower? Fuck is you talking about? We're gonna short them even lower. But buying low and selling high, how many times you bought low and it continued to go low? Or how many times you shorted high and it continued to go up? I'm just saying, let's take a look. If insanity is when you're doing the same shit expecting different results. So I'm trying not to be too technical and just talk about all charts and where I see it going to, because that's not the problem. The problem is what people think when they enter the trade, what they think when they exit in as well. Are you getting out of that trade? Are you holding that trade because you hope it's going to go somewhere? Right? Are you closing that trade because you're afraid you're going to lose the money? That's fear. Yeah, you took profits. Yeah, you made money, but that was fear that made you exit that trade, though. And yeah, you held that position. Yeah, you made money. You may have broke even. You may have made money, but that was hope that you was using right there. That was emotional trading. All right? Yeah, you got your money back, but that was revenge trading. And those are all the lucky situations. Your ass might not get your money back, and you might not walk away green, and you might not break even. So I want you to know that everybody have red days, but on those red days, how you ultimately have control over how big of a red day you have. So I know everybody like, duh, we know that said. Well, then why the fuck, why you keep doing it to yourself then? And I ain't talking to everybody. I'm just saying, for those that already know, put a W in the chat because you done already figured it out. But for those who figuring it out, hit follow because I'm going to make sure you figure it out. I'm going to make sure you figure it out. Everybody tell me what you trading this week. What do y'all got y'all eyes on for this week? I use Weeble or Oscar. I got a few more stocks to talk about, but I like to take a break and chop it up with y'all and see where y'all got y'all minds at for the rest of this week. What positions do you have open already? You see what I'm saying? What are your plans on? Where do you plan to get out of that trade at? Where do you want to? How much did you make last week? How much did you lose last week? Come on, y'all talk to me. Let's get to know each other a little bit, right? Somebody said Coca-Cola. Coke went crazy, Gustavo. And I would like, Coke is one of those things that I invest in, but I don't necessarily trade options on it. Someone says I use Thinkorswim and will trade SPY. That's right. SPY is a good thing to trade. It's going to give you, what, $5 moves? Someone says I lost 600 last week. That's all right. You're going to make 1,200 this week, Gustavo. Just manage your losses, right? We're going to minimize the losses and maximize the gains, Gustavo. You got this. You already know what it is, bro. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. The rest of y'all, what we gonna do? What y'all gonna do? Barbecue or mildew? Put in the chat what you gonna do. Put in the chat if you gonna barbecue or mildew. So yeah, Tesla going to 330. Tesla going to 330. Of course, it could pull back a little bit more than what it is, but those curving lines are EMAs. I'm looking at the 9 EMA, the 20, and the 200 EMA. Those are just measurements of the last 200 candlesticks, the last 20 candlesticks, the last 9 candlesticks. It's pretty much an average. So yeah, I'm just, I don't really care much for Tesla, but like I said, we don't get emotional about these companies. We are looking to benefit from the price action of the stock. We can give two fucks about, Tesla. I don't, and for those that love Tesla, that drive a Tesla, that's what's up. I want a Cybertruck. Don't get it twisted. But I'm saying we're not going to get caught up in saying, I don't like Elon. We don't care. Somebody says, I like Tesla because it's volatile. That's right, Rock Lobster. I miss you. Where you been, buddy? Mara, yes, M-A-R-A, Mara, however you want to pronounce it, tomato. That shit is going to go parabolic. Do not sleep on it. Ticker symbol, M-A-R-A. Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it. So, yeah, I was telling y'all about Tilray, penny stock. UNH has earnings coming out this week. UNH has earnings coming out. UNH, I don't think y'all understand how bad UNH fell off a cliff. UNH went from $610 to $247 fucking dollars. Excuse my French, but ouch, right? And I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm one of the people that got caught up in calls in the middle of this. I caught a falling knife. UNH stabbed me in the kidney. TikTok, I'm metaphorically speaking. TikTok, please don't start the BS. I almost said another curse. I gotta be very careful with my words, y'all. Y'all know how I am with these words. But yeah, man, 600 to 247 is crazy. Is UNH going back up? Good question. We got earnings coming out this week. So what if UNH has phenomenal earnings? Like, what if they earnings kick ass, right? That's a lot of upside. This and Lulu are probably the two most beat up stocks that I can think of this year. Let me get some water. Yeah, this and Lulu are the two most beat up stocks this year. It's a lot of room to grow. So, keep your eyes on UNH. They got earnings this week. I'm not really going to give you too many signals on UNH. I could give two flux about UNH. Somebody says, I don't think UNH's earnings are favorable. And guess what? It probably can come back down some too. What's up, JoJo? Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. Everyone, if I can get a follow, and if you could tap the screen for me, it'll push the live out to more people. That helps me out. I really does. I thank you. I appreciate it. It helps me keep the live going as well, too. I don't want nothing. I don't want y'all to pay shit, spend nothing, but pay attention and spend time. That's right. That's all I want. So what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? What do y'all think about UNH before I move on to the next stock? Somebody says, I don't think the UNH earnings will be favorable. I agree with you. I think UNH, they done had a rough year. And it came down to 247, came back up to 283. So that could be like a dead cat bounce, which is when the stock drops like it did, pops back up when people think it's on its way back up, but it's really not. The cat is dead. It's going to come right back down. But JoJo says, I think UNH is still in recovery. Right. Anything could happen too. We also don't know. So we'll see how the earnings plays out. I wonder if they have it before or after. Let's see. UNH, this is Thursday. Yeah, so Thursday we got Shell, Roblox, Siri, a couple of gas stations, CVS. Okay, that's after close. Before open on Wednesday, we got Starbucks. Is that Starbucks? No, that's Wingstop. Fiverr, Hershey, PayPal coming out Tuesday, and Starbucks after close. Okay, there we go. So UNH comes out. Is that UNH? Yes, it is. Yeah, UNH has earnings. We get to know what happens about the earnings before opening. So we'll know Tuesday morning how UNH is doing. Figma IPO, a lot of people spending a lot of money on Figma. We'll see how that turns out. Of course, IPOs usually do good, but it doesn't always mean they'll do good. I can't tell you shit about the company, so I'm not going to fabricate information. I don't know nothing about them. So I don't just jump into IPOs just because it's IPOing. You know what I mean? Like, I got to do my research on the company, and to be honest with you, I haven't. So I wouldn't tell you to get it. Coinbase, MARA, Coinbase. All of these are going to run up with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not done running up either, by the way. We just talked about this, me and my boy the Panda. Bitcoin will have a crash somewhere around October. And when it happens, we could see 50K on Bitcoin again. Thank you for hitting the gifts. You guys, thank you for helping me achieve the goal. I appreciate it so much. So yeah, we could see another crash on Bitcoin. And if we get 50K on Bitcoin again, the next leg up will be about $200, maybe even $250,000. I won't be surprised if Bitcoin hit 300K. I won't. But we just struck this deal. Somebody says SoFi earnings tomorrow, pre-market. Yeah, let's see if I have that. Let's see. I think I was just looking at it. I also want you guys to add Roblox to your. Definitely add Roblox and Starbucks to your list. Is not something to overlook. I'll talk about it in a second. Here we go. Okay. People, Rock Lobster, people saying, you know, on Webull, I don't know if you guys know it or not, but Webull has a section that is almost like a Facebook section, a comment section. Right? Where a lot of people telling you what they think about the stock. Robinhood don't got shit like that. I don't know about Fidelity and Charles Schwab, but Webull has this section. It's in this. I like it. You can tell people your analysis on it. You can read their analysis on it. There's groups on there. Just check it out. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna talk about it. Anyways, it's in the feed section. So when you get on Webull, you can look at news on there. You can look at the feeds on there. But this is not a Webull teaching session. I just wanted to point that out. But people are expecting SoFi to go to 25. And I'll be wanting to say Sophie so bad. We want to go to 25 by Friday. So that's something to keep your eyes on. I got levels of support and resistance drawn at $19 and $22. So it's trading within that range where it can go from anywhere from, it could drop down to 19. So if I do want to enter a call, I would wait for it to drop down to 19 before I would enter that call. At least give me that $2 discount. And if I'm going to enter puts, I'll wait for it to come up to 22. So either way it goes, it's in that mid range right now, some trading sideways type of thing. I wouldn't trade it until I know whether it's it needs to retest support or resistance for me to touch it. All right, does that make sense, you guys? Imagine getting into that trade right now. I mean, it's not really a good position. It's not really a good. I mean, even if it goes in your direction, it is not a high probability trade. Does that make sense? A high probability trade. Some of us don't wait for confirmation candles. Some of us have no excuse to enter trades and we just enter them. Rock Lobster says it's 50-50 right now. JoJo says, let me see. I got lost in the comments. Wow. It was so many of them just popped up. JoJo says, yes, but it's too high now. AMD and Palantir are due for a pullback. They've been running up for a couple days now, says JB. I feel the same way about SPY too, JB. So we'll see. This is going to be an interesting week, a very interesting week. All we have to do is pay attention, though, and we won't miss out. We just can't be like zoomed all the way in, to where we lose track of where we actually going. I think we've been doing that for the past 2 weeks, is not realizing that we are in a fucking bull run. We are not. I mean, come on now. If we had paid attention in April, Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. I ain't gonna talk too much, but I want y'all to think about it. Also, could y'all do me a favor and tap the screen about 10 times for me? I don't want y'all to break y'all fingers or nothing, or break y'all nails, ladies, or nothing like that. But if you could just tap the screen about 10 times for me, it helps me. It pushes the lives out to more people. It allows me to have a bigger audience. It helps me meet more awesome people like you guys. And if you can do me an even bigger favor, hit the follow button. I don't like stopping every now and then to ask y'all for that, but I need to get used to it, right? It ain't about what I like. I'm trying to grow. Not try. I am growing. How about that? I'm growing and y'all growing with me. So lock in. That's all we got to do. Thank you, Nelly. I appreciate you for joining the fan club. And thank you for the follow too, Good looking out, Wilson. So yeah, like I said, we want to pay attention to that. It's what we got. SoFi Technologies has been a hold rating initiated by analyst Moshe Orenbush, however you pronounce it, with a price target of $21, which we pretty much at now. The company's upcoming earnings report is anticipated with interest, particularly regarding the expansion of its loan platform business. So they got a loan platform business. While personal loans drive growth, the student loan segment remains a smaller focus. Investors are keen on management's commentary on future growth prospects, especially in light of recent changes in student lending policies. So that Orenbach, like Maybach, Jojo, Orenbach, thank you. Thank you for helping me pronounce that right so I didn't butcher that person's name. And so now here are the top Russell 3000, right, stocks with the highest share trading volumes in the past month. Number one, we got BBAI. And if you ask me, and that's funny that it's number one on the list, BBAI is like being able to buy. I mean, just imagine being able to invest in Apple when it first came out. Imagine being able to invest in Microsoft when it first came out. We are in those times where a lot of these companies, we have the chance to ride them to the moon. Why are we asleep and acting like we don't know what the hell going on? I love Plug too, Jojo. I really do. And my thoughts on J&J Johnson & Johnson? I don't like the company. I don't like the product, but I will trade the stock. That's my honest opinion. But I don't like the company and I don't like the product. That took a lot to say. But anyways, BBAI, 1 month share trading volume, 4.3 billion. Short interest as a percentage of float, 28%. So, I mean, that's one of those situations. We really waiting on BBAI to break into the double digits. Rivian, yes, Rivian is a good one. I think that's a company that the market cap will only continue to grow, Mo. It will continue to grow. Don't get caught up in options, Mo. Do you own shares? How many shares of Rivian do you own, Mo? And then I'm going to continue with this while I wait on you to tell me. Someone said, surprise, Ford is on this list. Yeah, I'm telling you. Didn't you tell me about those old dogs having new tricks nowadays, Jojo? We got a lot of old dogs. They say old dogs don't learn new tricks, but a lot of old dogs are coming up. That's what JoJo call them, old dogs. Lucid Group, 1 month share trading volume, 4.2 billion. They got a 33% short interest float, right? So Lucid is another company. These have the highest share trading volumes in the past month. NVIDIA, number 3. Right, NVIDIA is one of those things that's been given good souls, dreams and shit, right? You dream. We're gonna make this shit reality with NVIDIA. I promise you. This week we got some. Our dreams will come true with NVIDIA. How about that? That's right. In the good way too, in a real way. Someone says, yes, I did. Look at CSCO, Dell, Corning, and AT&T. Okay, we most definitely will. You guys. What is CSCO, Jojo? Dell, Corning, and AT&T, Jojo said. All right, so Tesla makes number 4 on the list. Plug. New Holdings, Ford Motor Company, and QuantumScape. You guys don't sleep on QuantumScape. Add it on your list. It is not too late. All right, let me tell you something. Asking me, is it too late to invest in NVIDIA right now is like asking, was it too late to invest in Netflix when it was under $200? Netflix is now $1,300. So don't be one of them people that's asking, is it too late, all the way till it go, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't gonna do shit but continue to go up on you while you asking, is it too late? Same with XRP. When it shot up to $3.50, 60 some cent, and people was in here asking me that day, is it too late to get in? Your ass better. Dollar cost average. Yes, Marla, look it up. Netflix went up to $1,300. It dropped down to 12. They got earnings coming out too, but still, it hit 1,300. To go from 100 to 1,300, and people still watching Stranger Things, but the stranger thing is they haven't invested in Netflix yet, is crazy to me. I'm sorry, I gotta throw shade. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just saying, it's crazy to me. So yeah, we gonna stop acting like we using these products every day, but we consumers, but we not investors. So we gotta stop with this consumer shit, with this consumer mind state. But we actually spend money all the time with companies that we invest in and don't even realize it. But we not getting none of the money back. There ain't no return on the investment when you a consumer. I still think there's a massive correction coming, says LOL. I think this last one in April was just a fear sale. There is another one coming. It'll more than likely be in October. They usually happen in October. This is, again, historically speaking. I'm not pulling these numbers out the side of my neck, y'all. The video will continue to grow. Mark my word. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. I mark your word. I believe you. I don't believe shit, so I believe you. I don't deal in the realm of belief, but I know that to be truth right there, because if I throw a football at you 100 times and you catch it 100 times, I got faith that you're going to catch it again. But belief is when you putting your faith in the unknown, and we don't believe in shit. We not putting our faith in the unknown. We not happy that we can do it. We happy that we can do it again. Someone says extremely bullish on Lucid. That's right. What's this little list, big bro? Raphael, this list is the stocks with the highest trading volume in the past month. That's right. Okay, so I gave you a 1 through 8. I'm not sure if you were here. I'll go back in a second, but we want to make it through this next leg. So I did show you QuantumScape. Intel Corporation, that's another old dog making new tricks. Okay, so what we doing with that? Raphael, you do what you want with it, buddy. You know what I mean? This is we also talking about stocks that got earnings coming out, but you know what I mean? Like, for you to ask me what you doing with the information, we are executing. How about that? We execute. The power of execution. The information means nothing if you don't execute on it, right? That's what we doing with it. If that's the best answer I can give you. You big on BBAI? Yes, I am. I think it's going to the double digit. I really think we could see, I think BBAI could go all the way to $200 by next year. And it's in the single digits right now. So Warner Brothers, so far, I'm reading y'all comments, but I'm really trying to get past this screenshot. Intel has been moving a lot for day traders, surprisingly. Yes, super surprisingly for me too. But I did make money on Intel this year, so I don't know why I'm acting surprised. I did, and it was an Intel call too. So it's been having some movement. I wouldn't too much sleep on it either. And for it to be still cheap as it is, you know what I mean? Like, I go to thinking that we gotta realize we not as old as we think we are. First of all, like, we are not as old as we think we are. Just look at how these presidents be old as hell. They be 80 years old, still moving around talking and shit. But we just think that we equate oldness with fragile, but nah, bro, we not old. So I have to remember that a lot of these companies just came out like 20 years ago. That's just yesterday. It seemed like it's a long time, but it's really not. Even 30 years ago is not a long time as you think it is. So we still new to it. We still got an opportunity to take care of generations to come, because these buying opportunities that we got are cheap compared to what they will be in the future, especially if you bullish on the future of the economy. Because if you think this shit going to hell, then you don't have no reason to invest in nothing, no ways. All right, Palantir, TerraWolf, Robinhood, another one of those stocks. All right, so we got Robinhood. I think I did pull up Robinhood, but yeah, I was looking at a few different stocks. So I'm all over the place a bit today. You guys got to excuse me. Now, Boeing, well above the 200 moving average, right? I think it'll come down here soon. Somebody says, compared to what they were in the past, these are on deep discount. Yes. Hello, how much money do you invest individually? Lynn, that depends. It depends on if it's a high probability trade, then I will up the ante. How about that? But on an average basis, about 10% of my portfolio. All right. So yeah, I want to get through this one stock I was looking at. You guys should know what's coming. If those who know me should know, that's right. I couldn't make it through the night without talking about Nike. I wouldn't be me if I ain't look at the Nike chart at least one time tonight. All right, so look, check this out. Who can tell me what pattern this is forming on this Nike chart? What does it look? What pattern does this look like? And if I might be wrong. You know, sometimes I get a little delusional. But to me, it looks like a pattern. I want to see who's going to get it right. That's right, Sean. That's right, Shango. Ashe. That's right, Adrian. Ashe. That's right. So it looks exactly like a cup and handle to me. It looks like it's not even hard. You know, I mean, if y'all saw it, y'all third eye seen it. My third eye seen it too. I don't know anything about stocks, to be honest. Lynn, all you have to do is hit the follow button, and I'm gonna get you together. I'll give you a week, and you will know about stocks. Double top, triple bottom, upward, downward, says JB. Stop playing. JB, stop playing. Oh, shit. No. But either way it go, I'm just saying. So, look, this is what happens on the cup and handle. Y'all see the price action creates this reversal into an uptrend, right? Y'all see it. Boom, it came down, started to go up, that reversal into a uptrend. And then you got the handle right there off to the side. And how do you trade the cup and handle? You enter right there at where you put your hand at on the teacup. You put your hand. You enter right there where you put your hand at on the teacup. I'm a little teacup, short and spout face eye, right there. And then you look to take it up. It's a bullish strategy. It is a bullish continuation pattern. So you looking for the price to continue to go up. I do think Nike might hit $80 this time. Will I enter into an $80 call? Fuck no. But I'm just throwing this out there. I'm adding it to my watch list. I know that if it do break above 70, if it hits 7, how about this? I will if it hits $78. I'll use $78 as an entry. But $77, damn, that's cheaper than a pair of Air Force Ones, consumers. All you consumers out there, you buying a pair of shoes that costs more than it does to be a shareholder of the company. I'm just throwing that out there. I did have it for a put, JoJo. I was looking at this like it was a double top just yesterday because it was a double top, but that handle just formed. So, you know, it changes. We got to adapt. We adapting. Now, if I'm bullish on Webull, if you bullish on Robinhood, you should be bullish on Webull. If you believe that Robinhood should be worth this price right here, then you should know for sure that Webull is worth, to me, twice as much. I really am bullish as fuck on, real talk, you buy Webull and you hold it. It's $15, $16 a share right now. I think it hit 17 over the past week, but man, that shit is going to go bonkers. It is going to be, I can't stress it enough. I'm really getting excited, but I'm going to calm down so I don't glaze Webull like that. But I really want y'all to, I'm trying to help y'all out. Because some of y'all don't understand the severity of it, right? Y'all don't get how, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I was right there with you, I'd just, like, slap you across the back of your head. TikTok, that's metaphorically speaking. TikTok. I would get the pillow and go across y'all head with the biggest pillow in y'all house just to, like, boom, buy Webull. Wake the fuck up and buy Webull. That's how serious it is. All right. Because your money ain't going to do nothing but grow. It's like, fuck. This not financial advice either. I don't want them to come SEC knocking on my door when this shit go crazy. Like, you told these people to buy Webull. But nah, Webull going to do some GameStop shit. And hey, JoJo, GoPro ain't over, JoJo. GoPro ain't over. They may never see 75 cents or 88 cents on GoPro again. GoPro $1.50. They might not see $1 on GoPro again. Because if it fell down and hit $1.50 and it wouldn't drop below that, if it ain't dropped under $1, it's WEBULL, Lynn. And when you on the brokerage app, you just type in BULL and it'll pop up. But you could type in WEBULL, it'll pop up too. But it's Webull. That's right. Sorry for screaming bull like that in y'all ear. Appreciate y'all. Thank you, JB, for tapping the screen and encouraging others to tap the screen and follow the host. Man, y'all got to do that. Y'all cannot be here right now and y'all ain't hit the follow button for me. It's 89 people. I cry tears of joy. Tears of joy. I cry tears of joy when I see how many people follow me after I get off the live. Right. So y'all make my day when y'all do that, and it encourages me and gives me motivation to come, not motivation, drive. Because sometimes I don't even be motivated to do it and I still do it. So I'm going to keep it coming. I'm going to keep the content coming, keep pumping the content out, keep positive energy, and I help people individually. Right? This is a group setting, but y'all don't know. Anybody that know me knows that you can hit me up 1v1 and ask me anything, and I tell you anything I want to know. It ain't no gatekeeping. This is the #1 spot on TikTok. Ain't gonna be no gatekeeping over here. I'm gonna tell you everything I know. Now, with that being said, Samsung Electronics signed $16.5 billion chip supply contract. Goddamn. They entered into a $16 billion contract for supplying semiconductors. Right? A regulatory filing showed Monday Samsung shares were up more than 2% in early trading. I just wanted to throw that out there because we've been looking at Apple like they've been the rock star for a little bit too long. I really think Androids are about to make their way up too. So keep y'all eyes on Androids and Android companies and Android products and shit like that too. Someone says, so if I wanted to start trading today, what do I need to know? If you wanted to start trading today, you need to inbox me today because I would have to give a beginner's crash course. And I don't want to do that to everybody. Everybody might not be on the beginner level right now. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that to the 80 some people in here. And Lynn, yes, I do have a course. Just hit the link in the bio and you guys can get started. And I made it very much affordable just for you. And I give you a 7-day free trial so you can earn enough money to pay for the free trial. Who do you know do that? Who do you know do that? I'm going to make sure you make enough money to pay for it. Why? Because I don't make no money if you don't make no money. Now, with that being said, I'm going to keep it moving. I get a little passionate and carried away, y'all. It's unapologetic, but I do apologize because you don't know me. But if you get to know me, I won't have to be apologetic. I know, right? That sound kind of arrogant. It's not, y'all. It's just confidence. Now, we know we got this deal struck with Europe. When we get this deal struck with China, and I'm not trying to get political because like I said, I could give two fucks about what's actually going on. I'm just looking at the benefits of it. And so I do give a fuck, but I know how to move. I'm looking at this from a chess point of view, not from a cry about it point of view and talk about it point, because talking about it ain't gonna get shit done. What are we gonna do about this information? What are we gonna do about the information? Apple, I got all these levels of support and resistance drawn up on Apple. Lynn says confidence is a good thing. Do your thing. I'm just here appreciating it. That's what's up, Lynn. You gonna join the Discord, and I'm gonna get you together. It's simple as that. It's no problem. So now, Apple is another one of those stocks. It's looking like, I mean, if you look at it from this way, I think I'll be delusional to say that's a cup and handle too, but who knows? It could go above 216 this week. I just know that I'm looking for it to touch that level. I know that I'm not blind as far as to where Apple can go because I got my levels mapped out. I'm already paying attention to price action and where it has came in the past. So I won't be guessing where it's going. Whether it's up or down, I have a clear idea of where it's going to go. That's the benefit of using support and resistance. It's not, the price is not moving naked on the chart for those that don't know. You know, and I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to make this a crash course, but I'm just going through a few of these stocks that have earnings coming out this week. And Amazon, that's looking like it could be a triple top, but we'll know if price comes all the way back down. We'll know, but if not, you still want to pay attention to that level, that 234 level. Right here between 233 and 234, Amazon has got a heavy level of resistance. It's not trying to break above it. I know personally because I've been waiting on Amazon to hit 240 since the beginning of the fucking year, since it fell under it. So yeah, I got over 100 trades with Amazon. Really, really heavy level of resistance right here where it's at right now. Nuclear is huge too, says JoJo. Y'all need to check out Bloom Energy. It's contracted with Oracle. That's right. Thank you, JoJo. I appreciate that. JoJo knows what they talking about. I hope y'all not sleeping on the people in the comment section. And like I said, Coinbase is on its way. You guys can take Coinbase to $500. I know that's crazy, right? But I'm finna tell you something. Deep out of the money contracts are cheap and they are high risk. This is a very high risk trade I'm about to spit out my mouth, and I do not encourage anyone to take it. But Coinbase is gonna go to $500 the next leg up. Could you invest as little as 50 to 100? Yes, you can, Lynn. Lynn, you could. Yes, you can. And there are stocks that cost less than $1 that you can invest that money in, and it'll grow it. So you don't have to always invest. It's stocks that cost $50 a share. You can just get one piece and take it all the way up. It's stocks that cost $5 a share. You don't have to trade. You can buy the stocks and own them outright. The importance of owning a portfolio, I can't stress it, because a lot of people don't buy and hold. I get it, but nah, you should own a portfolio. It hedges the risk, if anything. Then once you build a good portfolio up, then you can start trading. I feel like, but other than that, if you don't own, I keep telling y'all, how can you spend money with some of these companies and you don't own shares of them? Do you have to watch the stock continuously? No, I said price alerts. I don't watch this shit continuously. I said price alerts because I don't want to sit there and be stuck on the screen. But SPY is on his way to 652. It's gapped up over the weekend. Someone says, can you help me with the stock LAES had since March, got small gains, still learning if you have time. LAES, yes, let me get some water real quick. March, got small gains, still learning if you have time. LAES, yes, let me get some water real quick. All right, so before I tell you about that stock, can you tell me what made you invest in it, James? I've built mine before, says Shango, before I started option trading. That was your portfolio. That was the smart thing to do. I'm glad you did that. Nah, for real. Now, Shango, I know you be seeing it, right? It only go up. But what you want to do is once y'all start investing in some of these companies, once you get your portfolio built up, you don't want to just be done. Every time it's a red day, like pay attention to this stock he got me looking at now. When it rose to $4.63, some of them took profit, right? And JB says, let's get the host to 10K likes. Y'all, I agree. If y'all can get me to 10,000 likes, I'll stay on another 30 minutes. I'll stay on another 30 minutes for 10K likes. I'll get off at 10:30 because I was finna get off at 10. So yeah, let me get some, y'all keep it going for me. Let me get a follow, share the live, whatnot. I have to do that because that's what keeps this, it makes it worthwhile. It ain't doing it for shits and giggles. But now I'm talking about LAES. You guys don't got to do shit either, by the way. I'm asking you to please. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Let me change my tone. I think I was talking with a little bit of vinegar in my voice. And my mama used to tell me you pour more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. So I'm sorry for talking to y'all crazy out the side of my neck. Could y'all please follow me and like this and like the live? I'd highly appreciate it, y'all. Thank you so much. Hit the link in the bio. All right, y'all. So he asked me about LAES. All right. So like I said, people, when you add in stuff to your portfolio and they go up to $4.63, she said just a little bit of vinegar follows you. Thank you. I'm sorry. I got it out of my system. It won't happen no more. Y'all. I got it. So now when it drops to $3.20, don't be afraid. If this is a stock that you are investing in long term, you buy more. That's what averaging in means. It means you buy more. You strengthen your position this way. When XRP dipped to $3 this week, I bought more. And now it's on its way back up, and I have more. You put in, it take money to make money, right? So when it get down to $3.20, a lot of people get afraid and they sell. They sell, and then they lose. So they don't understand the difference between what I'm about to say, y'all. Unrealized and realized. Unrealized and realized. Let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about the psychology behind seeing the loss. When you see the negative in your account, like when you enter the trade, you enter the position, you see it's negative, right? That is unrealized until you actually close that position. You ain't lost nothing until you actually close it. Same thing for when it's up, right? And it's up, it's up, it's up, and you like, man, I made all this money. I'm up $10,000, unrealized like a motherfucker, right? Because you have not closed that position. Do not forget it can come all the way back down. So it ain't, diamond hands is cool and all. Don't get it twisted. It's okay. Yes, close it means sell it. Close it means sell it. Start it by, and I mean, a lot of us add to losing positions, but we never add to winning positions. That was why I wanted to talk about that too. You should start adding to your winning positions. That's when you know you're a good trader. Might as well take a loan against the shares, says Marcus De Leon. When you have enough of them like that, you can. You pay the interest on it too, but Kobe said, when you putting all your eggs in one basket, just get another basket. Get more eggs. They usually say don't put all your eggs in one basket. Fuck that. Put all your eggs in one basket, then get another basket and get some more eggs. It's plain and simple as that. We're going to stop acting. We're going to stop playing the hell out of crazy. That's what we're going to do. That's what we going to do. So, yeah, now we got all these earnings coming out. We just going to play smart. Thank you. Y'all got me to 10K. I appreciate that. Now I got to stay on another 30 minutes. And I know y'all tired of me already, right? So we're going to keep it moving. I want to talk about what y'all want me to talk about now for the last 30 minutes. Any questions? It's going to be Q&A for the last 30. Yes, you should. Yes, when you see the stock making positive moves up, you should increase your holdings. That's what she said. That's what JoJo said. I just joined the Discord. What do I do from there? Well, you pick a role. Let's see. You pick a role. And from there, you pretty much want to, you can go to the general chat. And usually in the mornings, not in the sunrise. I don't like saying morning because ain't nobody morning. In the sunrise, at the bell, when the opening bell happens, we usually are chopping it up in there. Hold on. Yeah, we kick it in the general chat. I'll go back over Green Wave. This the last penny stock. A lot of us wasn't in here when I was talking about it. So again, Green Wave Technology Solutions. They got 13 locations. Ohio, North Carolina, Virginia, all across the mid-Atlantic. They got customers that got shipyards. This is a scrap metal company. Okay, scrap is the new precious metal. And Trump is very bullish on steel, right? The orange man, right? The Epstein best friend, whatever. He is bullish on steel. I'm not hating on Trump. I'm not finna get political, Joe. You already know how we is, JoJo. Can we get our host Cedric another 24 penny gift goal items to meet his goal? That's right, y'all. Can y'all hit me with that gift goal? All y'all got to do is hit the goat. It's a goat. I think it cost a penny. You still like GoPro? Yes, Kevin. GoPro did not drop under $1. Someone says, okay, swipe. Matt Daddy, I will, okay? Calm down. I will. I just want to make sure people understand, buddy. So the owner of G-Wave is a clown, a real criminal. What makes you say that? I actually like the guy. At 18 years old, with one truck, Danny Meeks started a hauling company, which he quickly expanded by reinvesting its profits. Within 2 years, Mr. Meeks had won contracts to provide hauling services for some of the region's largest projects, including the expansion of the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. I can't take your word on it when you tell me he's blah, 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 blah. Someone says, I hope I'm not spamming. I just want to know you saw I asked about NVO. I didn't show none. I didn't. I'm about to check it out. I apologize. Let me write it down on my board real quick because can I get back to it? I promise I won't forget, and you can spam it as much as you want. If I don't see y'all comments, please feel free to spam it. Not only does it help with my engagement, But I can't see it if you don't do it. You feel me? Just try to spam it with a different letter every time or something so that TikTok don't think that you spamming. But yeah, I still like GoPro, and I'm about to check it out. I promise I am. I just wanted to cover this real quick because people be like, "Oh, don't invest in that." Y'all know people told me not to invest in GoPro. They said they was like, check out the fundamentals and then run the other way. They told me to check out the analytics and run. Why the fuck I still was telling people to buy it at 50 cent, 88 cent, and what it do? It went up to $2 and some change. Despite the fundamentals. So people telling you, oh, don't fuck with Green Wave. The CEO is he's a fraud. Can you give me a logical explanation as to why you just called this man a fraud? Because I don't know him personally and don't have no vendetta against him and could give two fucks about who he is personally. But from the story, 18-year-old dude with one truck that ended up getting a big project on it, sound like a rock star to me, bro. And then so this is the company, Greenwave, is set to benefit from the 2025 opening of Nucor. Remember, I was telling y'all about Nucor. Someone says I had to tip my guy because I made over $1,000. Thank you, Jojo. You did. I appreciate that. Off of the GoPro, I forgot. Yeah, I told Jojo went and bought about 8,000 pieces of GoPro. Cha-ching, and wasn't scared and didn't listen to the haters. Paid attention. So anyways, Green Wave is set to benefit from Nucor. I was just telling y'all about Nucor. Nucor got all-time highs right now, and it's also set to benefit from the tariffs. I said it 2-3 times already, I know, but I'm just reminding the people that just stepped into the chat. And then so in 2000, Mr. Meeks started Meeks Disposal Corporation with one truck and 10 roll-off cans, which he quickly expanded to 100 trucks and 3,500 roll-off cans. After Hurricane Katrina hit, Meeks Disposal was awarded a $100 million federal subcontract for the cleanup of New Orleans, under which Mr. Meeks oversaw 1,500 trucks and 5,000 people. Mr. Meeks sold Meeks Disposal Corporation for $17 million in 2010. So yeah, we looking at it. It's 27 cents a share right now. Damn, I said I was going to stay on till 10:30, and it's only been 5 minutes, y'all, and I feel like I done already did 20 minutes. Ain't that crazy? Someone says, I like this guy's coming up story. He's a winner. Meeks, yeah. Someone says, Meeks is a hard worker, but a terrible CEO. Okay, I hear you. So can you tell me what makes him... I'm glad you said he at least a hard worker, True. But can you tell me what makes him a horrible CEO? Someone says, with G-Wave, do we wait to enter until it passes 39 cents or now? Average in, Chrissy. Average in. You want to get some and then you want to wait for it to dip and get some more. You want to wait for it to dip and get some more. You want to wait for it to dip and get some more. The whole time you was just building your position. So when it do shoot up, you right there with it. It ain't like you going to miss out on it. Excuse me. Orange juice give me acid reflux. I'm sorry. I need to stop drinking orange juice, but it just tastes so good. Now, the market cap, I told you, is at 17 million on the market cap side. Look at the 52-week high and the 52-week low. It got as low as 12 cents. The stock keeps splitting because of mismanagement. It split one time, buddy. It split like what, once, and maybe twice. I don't know about the other split, but I know of one split. And it did have a reverse split. It was a shitty split. Does GoPro still have legs? Yes, Kevin J. You asked me twice. I'm going to tell you. Listen, my mama used to say, Pootie Tang, you ask me again, I'm going to tell you the same thing. So, yeah, bro. You ask me again, I'm going to tell you the same thing, bro. I'm going to tell you the same thing. Webull still has legs. If it didn't, it would have dropped under $1, Kevin. Why did it go up to $2 and then stay above $1.50? Matter of fact, hold on, let's look at it. Kevin, why did it go up to $2 and then stay above $1.50? Matter of fact, hold on, let's look at it. Let's have a look. Pootie Tang, I'm dying. You already know about Pootie Tang, JB. Meeks is greedy. It reverse split a few times. Okay. Green Wave has a potential market capture of 5%, 3% at the low of a 70 bill accessible market. Marcus, thank you. What you do, go look it up, Marcus, or you already know? Because I swear you on point. Either way it go, I'm with you when you right. Now, I said I was going to look up, not Weebull right now. We talking about GoPro. So he asked me if GoPro still had legs. I think it do. Yeah, Marcus, you on point. If it didn't have legs, why didn't it drop back down to 80 cents? Why didn't, if they called it a meme stock, but I don't like that word. I want to, personally, I hope whoever wrote that meme stock shit on the news that day, JB, I hope they stub their toe. And I don't like wishing evil on people, but I hope they wake up that morning and stub their toe. Don't be calling GoPro no meme stock. This is not no meme stock. We was on to something. I know what it was. They also slowed down trading on it that morning. They didn't want us to make a lot of money, y'all. I felt like this was finna get their ass a squeeze. Again, this was going to squeeze up, and they had to stop it before because it was on its way. Kevin J said, Kramer said, stay away from it. And who listens to Kramer, Kevin J? Oh my God. Kevin J, you said Kramer said? You talking about Jim Kramer? Don't nobody listen to Kramer? Inverse Kramer, Chrissy said. Everybody do the opposite of what Kramer said. All hardworking CEOs are terrible CEOs, but they always deliver. That's right, Michael Scott Blue. That's why I'm fucking with Green Wave. Ain't no way somebody listening to Kramer. Esco, yes. Buddy just literally told me what Kramer said. Like I give a fuck. Kramer said, stay away from GoPro. That means everybody in here need to buy GoPro. GoPro is absolutely a meme stock. Chart is horrendous. People said that to me and I would never made no money, Tenant. If anyone's waiting for the news to make a move, you're late. That's right. That's why I got 1,000 shares of GoPro, says Kevin. Okay, I hear you. That's what's up. That's what I like to hear. I just wanted to I put emphasis on the fact that, he said if you wait on the news, you too late. And I can never, he couldn't be any more right. He took the words right out of my mouth. So I like to tell my followers, my community ahead of time. April 13th, 2:27 in the morning. Who do you know getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning, slaying dragons? Keep your eyes on GoPro. Thank you, Helios, for helping me reach that target. Listen, people see it up there, Helios, and they act like they don't see it, but they see it. I ain't mad at y'all. I'm just saying, y'all see it, though. You feel me? And that follow button, if y'all ain't hit that already, y'all see the follow button right there. You know what I'm saying? Do me a favor. Hit the follow button one time for me, right? I only got like 15 more minutes left on the live. Y'all got me working. This is Discord, Lynn. This is my Discord. I was telling people to buy. This is what you just joined. If anybody that hit the link in the bio, I followed you. I appreciate you so much. Oh, Lynn, thank you. I appreciate you too. Lynn, I ain't even got started yet, and you talking about you appreciate me. You ain't seen nothing yet. All right. So I told him, know your budget. I don't know your budget, but if you buy enough, you looking at big profits. If it moves just a quarter upwards to 75 cents or $1. And the good side is it can only go down 49 cents from there. That sounded dumb as hell now that I read it in hindsight. But I mean, it's true. I see GoPro is awesome, and I love the company. I could even see the stock being $5 or $10 in the future again. Someone says, shit, I missed you. Just finished my shift. Anyway, there can be a sum up. Of course. I'll do a whole little recap of the whole live in 3 minutes. That'll give me 15 minutes to re-talk about everything I just talked about. But yeah, I just wanted to show people that we give them This heads up. I got another one I'll show you. Thank you, Helios, for the what's up. I appreciate it. But yeah, so once I told him about, I did tell him about GoPro, and I'm only doing this to show you that I agree with you when you say if you wait on the news, you're gonna be too late. So check this out. Tell me why this is a rock star ass trade, right? Again, this is a month ago, probably in the middle of the night too. I'm telling them to get the Webull $11 call to expire August the 1st. It ain't August the 1st yet though, is it? Now, I ain't always right, but when I'm right like a motherfucker. And when I'm wrong, I know how to cut my losses short. And I tell you, hey, look, we wrong on this one. Go ahead and get out. We not finna hold this shit to the end of time. Boy, on one. No, for real, Drip. Drip, we not playing, Drip. And they say don't get carried away with it. No, I am, but I'm gonna keep doing it the same way, which is paying attention ahead of time. If you wait on the news, you will be late. So we just use that as confirmation sometimes. But at the end of the day, if you zooming out, you gonna have I like the swing trade. I'm already knowing where it's gonna go ahead of time. I don't have to be sit up there on the day-to-day basis. I can day trade comfortably because I already got positions. But check this out. If I'm in a long-term call, check this out. I put it this way. If I bought a bunch of shares of Webull, you hear me? I got a lot of shares I own. I could hedge those shares with puts. Every time Webull going down, I can make more money. I already own shares. You can also do covered calls. You can do covered calls. You can sell puts and sell calls. You don't have to buy calls and buy puts all the damn time. It is actually a safer trade when you are selling calls and selling puts. Okay, for those that don't know, a call is when you are predicting the price of that stock to go up. A put is when you are predicting the price of that stock to go down, Littlefoot. You call your friends up, you put the phone down. Call is when you think the price of the stock is going up. So this stock is called Webull. Webull is a app that allows you to trade and invest and buy stocks, etc. So it's a company, a brokerage firm. And it is trading during this time, it was trading at $10. So if I was in my head predicting GoPro to go past $10, I told people to get in when the price was $10.25, maybe even $10.50, because I knew that it would drop down a little more from where it was at. And then you would enter the trade and then you hold the trade. Because what ended up happening is you hold that position because what ended up happening is it ain't August the 1st yet and Webull is $16. Putting that position in the money. A good $5, $6 in the money too, by the way. So what me and JB is the lovely young lady that keeps liking the live, that's promoting all you guys to like the live as well, that has probably liked the live about 10,000 times. Thank you, JB. I appreciate it. JB bought a lot of shares. We just bought a lot of shares, and we keep buying shares because we know we bullish on Webull. Hell, why can't you when it's this cheap? So you asked me, could you start with $50? Yes, you can. You can get about 3 pieces and hold it. And that 3 pieces alone gonna give you, listen, if you hold it long enough, but if you want some money right now, I understand. This ain't financial advice. You buy some, and then I want you to enter into a long call. You want to wait for Webull to come back down because it'll come back down a little bit. You want to see how low it can come down, though, before you enter into that call. But other than that, I'm so bullish on Webull. I'm not telling y'all to take it downwards. I will be lying to you. I'm not taking it down. So, and this ain't even something that you can do a strangle or a straddle strategy on. You want to keep it nice and simple and buy a call. I'll show you how to do it. I'll show y'all how to do it. If you don't know how to do it, just hit follow Inbox me. We're going to get a 1v1 set up with you this week. Get you some money put to the side. Get ready to load up the account. And I'll show you exactly how to enter a trade, how to exit a trade, how to manage a position, how to look for a trade, how to use a screener, right? How to start a portfolio, the terminology, the indicators, the tools, whatever you need to know. Because it's not complicated. It's not rocket science. And they probably don't want y'all to make no money. I think that's what it is. I think they don't want y'all to make no money. I take a chance every week and spend my quality free time doing this because I know that I can't tell you how many people I done help make money and I never see their face again, but it don't outweigh the people that I help make money and they break bread. They support me. I support the people, they support me. So, yeah, I do have an incentive for helping y'all. It helps me to help y'all. I get looked out for, even if it ain't from y'all, the Most High to look out for me. So I'm super straight. I want y'all to understand that I'm super straight. I meet a lot of wonderful people on this app, outside of this app too, on other apps. But the internet has been a beautiful thing to me now that I'm learning how to actually use it to the best of my benefits. And a lot of us have the ability to use the internet to the best of our benefits, but we are not. Get rid of the brain rot. Start disliking some of the shit that you see on your screen and follow other people that are doing the same thing that you're doing, and you're going to prosper. Because I'm going to hold y'all accountable. I'm going to hold you accountable. Right? And I want y'all to hold me accountable. A lot of people on here, I meet them one week and then the next week they asking me, said, why the fuck are you still in that trade? And that's how we do. We look out for each other. Just like that. Just like that. We on some, hey, listen, we done cried together. We done lost a lot of money and done made a lot of money together. This shit done got real. I'm not one of them people that's going to tell you you're not going to lose money in the market. You will lose money, but how you handle that loss is what's going to determine whether you built for this shit or not. And if you get with me, I'm going to make sure you never get hit hard. You never going to take a big loss because I won't let you. And if you learn that shit now, when you do start trading 6 figures at a time and you done built your account up to 6 figures, maybe even 7 one day, you won't be losing a lot. If you need to learn how to lose, like you got to fall in love with losing and learn how to lose, and it won't hurt you. I got a student that literally, they got more discipline than me. This student will not take a loss past 10%. They get to 9% and they gonna cut the loss. They will not take, and they done trading for the day. I'll be like, damn, bro, that's some resilience right there. And they be done trading for the day. But for the gains, they let the gains stay till it's about 20 to 30%. JoJo said, I do 5. That makes sense. So if I'm only losing 5% every time I lose, but every time I win, I'm gaining 20 to 30% on the short side, you are ultimately going to be a profitable trader. That's my biggest lesson, says Shonan. When I try to encourage people how to invest, learn how to lose. That's right. Now we about to do MVO. When I try to encourage people how to invest, learn how to lose. That's right. Now we about to do MVO. We about to do MVO. All right, so you asked me about this company called NVO. Is this Nordisk? Correct me if I'm wrong. Did they have a lawsuit against HIMS? This company that you just asked me about, bro? Didn't they have like a lawsuit against, was it HIMS or UNH? Not Lulu, my bad. NVO, yeah. Didn't they have a lawsuit against HIMS? I think HIMS went down because they had a lawsuit with this company over their weight loss pill. Someone says They had a formal partnership and Hims violated the agreement. Okay. Okay. Just making sure. You see, I know what I'm talking about. Somebody says yes. Okay. So what happened was Hims ended up getting the short end of the stick. I don't like this company. I was a fan of Hims, though. I'm just telling you why I like Hims. I like the company. I like the products and shit. I don't use them. I don't need them. Now let's be clear. I just saying I like the fact that they on some futuristic shit. Now I don't. They not holistic or nothing either. So that's another reason why I don't really just like them. But I like they advertising and marketing team. These Hims be all over the place. So I feel like if I'm going to invest in a company, I know that Hims ain't going to slow down with they going to always be doing one. They got some fucking marketers on their team for real. You can't scroll without seeing some Blue Chew or some other stupid ass commercial. Hims shot themselves in the foot because they tried to backdoor and sell compounds instead of build. I feel you. I still don't think it's over with for them though, Shonan. I don't think it's over with for him, and I think Hims is at like $50-some right now. They both have me trying to average down, says Shonan. I feel you. Now, I mean, let's look at it though. So from $82 down to about 66, 60, down to about 67, right? Consolidation staying at that $68 to $70 range, and we broke down to 64 and came all the way back up. I think that leg up was a clean V-shaped recovery. I think we really might be on our way back up towards $80 on this one. What do you think, Shonan? What do you think? Fazo, I'm about to pull up Robinhood. I got you. They both have me trying to average down. He said, all right, yeah, let me pull up Robinhood. NVO is bleeding my portfolio. I wonder when is it enough? Well, you bought shares? It's bleeding your portfolio. I'm assuming you bought shares. I wonder when is it enough? I feel you, man. Hold. All right, buy more. That's right. You got to average, Shonan. You got to average. Definitely don't close. We was just talking about unrealized gains and realized gains. And when it do this, bro, just it's the opportunity for you to get more. I'm not trying. This ain't financial advice. You could do what the fuck you want to do. You know that, right? But I'm just saying, buy more. If you bought into the company, don't give up on them. I put my options gains into their shares, but my average isn't close to $80, unfortunately. But my average isn't close to 80. What is it then? Is it over 80? It can't be over 80. And if your average is under 80, how much? How much under 80? I mean, and you asked me to look at the stock, but what's the question? Did I answer the question? My average is 90 plus. Damn, Shonan. Ouch. Yeah, but okay, so look, it's giving you $70. Just take advantage of the discount. Yeah, JB. SPY gapped up to 639. And we was in 630 calls, we was in 650 calls. Somebody says, I bought a few stocks on Stash. How do you feel about that stock provider? I don't know about Stash. Stash isn't one of the top 5, and I don't like dealing with them off-brand ass brokerages because I don't know if they are regulated and shit. You know what I mean? I want some shit that's... Robinhood already be having people paranoid. So if you are going to use anything that I recommend Webull because it got a very wonderful learning section on there for beginners. But Robinhood is user-friendly. It's going to be easier for you to get in and out of a trade, but it won't be easy for you to set stop losses and stuff like that on Robinhood. On Webull, it's easy. So I think I just go overall, say Webull number 1 on my list for beginners, Robinhood number 2, and then, you know, for the experienced people, Fidelity, Charles Schwab, you know, Think or Swim. You're welcome. You're welcome. 20K is the next goal. That's right. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So yeah, you guys, we got to keep in mind when you are down on a position, just don't panic. Sometimes, you know, buying more be the best thing and holding it. I'm better off opening new positions and trying to profit. Let me read what else you said. My actual question would be, is it worth it to keep averaging? Because my thought is I'm better off opening new positions and trying to profit. What is your overall sentiment on the company? I told you I don't like the company, but you averaged in over $90, and it's already on its way. You imagine if you closed that position at $64, you would have missed the opportunity to close it at 72. Imagine if I tell you close it and you missed the opportunity to close it at 80. So why would I tell you that? I'm not gonna. That's not my advice to you, bro. If you want me to tell you that, I'm not here. I'm not the guy to tell you that. I'm gonna tell you what I think, and what I think is you are balls deep, buddy. So you close that shit if you want to, and you're gonna be at a loss. I wouldn't do it because I don't. You can if you want to, but think about it. Was you gonna close it at 64? Did you want to close it at 64? Tell the truth. When this dropped down to $64, did you want to close it? Someone says, especially if it's a swing, if it goes down, it's most likely going to go up and hit your strike price. Yes, and if you bought shares, then you really can hold it. I like the company, but I hate that my money is sitting in a loss. I am not going to close. That's right. That's right. Get your feelings out of it, though. I will let it go to $20 before I panic. Let's make your panic button a little bit higher than that. That boy said his stop loss is $20. Nah, you can make it much more reasonable than that, and then you can go ahead and close it and reposition at, like, if it dropped back down to 70, get out, right? That. I think that'll be 40% for you. That'll be a 30-40% loss for you. Ouch, motherfucker. I still wouldn't take that L. I'm just throwing that out there, brother. Keep it if you ask me, Shonan. You already, if you like the company, keep it. I am just wondering, am I being a bad investor trying to bandage my loss? Am I ignoring my opportunity? A bad investor. Good. I mean, what is a good investor? What is a bad investor? I think a bad investor is someone who doesn't understand return on investments. Like, okay, we love instant gratification. I'm the number one fan of instant gratification. I really am. But bruh, why ain't you really should be thinking about, are we talking about options or are holding this shit? And if we talking about options, when do they expire? Did you already answer those questions and I didn't see? Mark Pingu is a shit coin. You want me to be honest with you? Put your money into it and forget about it. And then if you make money from it, then that's what's up. But I'm not finna tell you to invest in meme coins and all this extra shit. If you investing in meme coins, it better be with money that you don't care about. And show none. If it's shares, bruh, hold that shit to 2030. What is we talking about? What is we talking about? Stop panicking, bruh. Hold it. Don't be stressed out. Think about another stock you can reposition with other buying power, with other money. Forget about it. Forget about it. Looking at, I can't tell you what to do. I'm just telling you what a good investor would do. A good investor, Warren Buffett, he's a good investor. He says something along the lines of, "Don't buy the shit if you ain't gonna hold it for 10 years." Something, not word for word, but something along the lines of like that. Like, why are you even buying it if you ain't gonna hold it for a long time? I sold NVIDIA from 122 at 130 to average into it. I'm sick. Yeah, buddy. Now, why the fuck? Now, that is, that wouldn't make you a bad investor. That would just make you, underestimating NVIDIA. You downplaying. If you knew what that was, you wouldn't trade gold for a pack of noodles, bro. Someone says too cautious. I don't hold no less than a year. No less than a year. Sean Gold take profits. I heard that, Sean Gold. But yeah, I need y'all to get in the habit of holding for 5 years. Netflix went from 100 to 1,300 in 5 years. Less than 5 years. I'm sorry. It happened in 3 years. It really happened in 2, but I'm gonna say 3 years, from 100 to 1,300. If you don't believe me, go look it up. We'll pull it up. Let me go look it up. We'll pull it up. Pull it up. Yeah, so what you want to do is stop looking at these stocks like they cost too much. Stop looking at these stocks like, can I get in yet? Am I too late? Should I sell? Should I sell? Netflix was one of those things that came all the way down to 162. And imagine the people that sold at 162. Imagine the people. All right, you got $162 and it's 2023. You got $162. You buy one share. You hold it. It goes up to $330. You get happy and you sell. The other person held it. It went up to $600. They got happy. Ooh, I made more than you and they sold. It's a good investor. The kind you was talking about, it's a good investor out there that bought more than 10 shares when it was 162. They might have bought 1,000 shares, right? Big baller, but let's say 10 shares to be realistic. They bought 10 shares. They said, fuck it, I'm gonna put $1,000 into this. And it went up to $1,300 a few years later, a couple years later. You was watching Netflix. Your ass was watching Black Mirror. You was watching Stranger Things. And the whole time, you could have picked up a Stranger Thing and on the Black Mirror and invested $100 into Netflix, and it would have turned into a thousand pieces. I'm not being funny, right? I'm not being funny. I'm just trying to be, as corny as possible. But to be serious, $162 to $1,341 is the type of investment that I like I like that shit, right? That's what get me going. So a lot of stocks right now, like Nvidia, Palantir, BBAI, these stocks that we've been talking about tonight, I want y'all to think about Netflix when we talking about them. We not talking about this shit for no reason. I want y'all to think about Netflix when we talk about Big Bear. Think about Netflix when we talk about Nvidia, because Nvidia is worth more than fucking Netflix. Not yet, though. Not on paper, not on the chart, not yet. Not yet. Wake up. Wake up. Let me calm down, y'all. I get a little excited. Netflix get me going because I'm ease. If you could see that coming before it comes, right? So why don't we pay attention right now and see the shit that's coming before it comes? All right, I stayed 5 minutes past my mark. I got to 21,000 likes. Thank y'all for liking the live. My moderators, I couldn't ask for better moderators than you guys. I'm going to give another recap. Like I said, as fast as I can, I'm going to give a real fast recap real quick. We got earnings coming out this week. We want to look at the stocks that have earnings. Roblox. All right, I'm looking at Roblox. Add these to your watch list. Join the Discord if you want the signals and the call outs and the lessons and the courses and the 1v1s and the mentorship and the community and the fellowship. Thank you for the gifts. Appreciate that, show none. Thank you for the gifts. I value your company. Scratch my back, I'm gonna scratch yours. That's what I'm talking about. They didn't hit the home run noise in there. And I know y'all showed out tonight in the live. Like when I end the live, I know the numbers gonna be crazy. Somebody says least I can do is help with the goals. That's right. Thank you for the insight. No problem. Anytime. Actually, anytime. Literally, I mean that. I'm gonna go live again tomorrow. So if you guys missed this live, please hit the follow button. Someone says it's been invaluable. I have to figure out Discord now. Yes, show none. And if you don't want to figure out Discord, you can just subscribe to me here on TikTok. You already following me. You already locked in. I'll teach you Discord too if you just want to. But this is a community right here on TikTok. I know they might take it from us, so I do want you to learn Discord. I do want all of y'all to follow me, right? So y'all can hit the link in the bio, because when they take TikTok, because they will take it again, we still gonna be connected. I think when it happens this time, y'all remember when the shutdown happened and all the video game stocks and all these other stocks, and like a government shutdown could happen again. If the riots happen again, I ain't trying to get political, JoJo. I'm just throwing this out there because we looking at what can happen in the market. We looking at stocks that are going to boom if that happens again. But that's another topic. I'm not going to get on that topic right now. Roblox, we're going to look at what got earnings coming out Thursday. Roblox, CVS, Amazon, Apple, Coinbase, Reddit. All of these companies are about to tell you how good they have been doing. To my beginners, you guys got to know that every time these companies come out and tell you how they've been doing, it creates a lot of volatility in the market for those stocks. And that means that the stock will move a lot. Whether it's up or down, it will move a lot for the most part. If the company beats expectations. So sometimes you can expect that company to do bad and they'll do even worse. You can expect them to do good and they'll do even better. My strategy for trading earnings are, I like to use strangles. A strangle is where you enter a call and a put at the same time. And both of them are going to be out of the money. So you're going to pick an out of the money call and an out of the money put, and they're going to have the same expiration date. And usually this is basically me saying I'm going to get paid whether this shit go up or down. And I know it's going to go up a lot or down a lot. I don't know which direction, but I'm in a position that will get me paid if it does either one. I just don't want it to trade sideways. And earnings is a perfect time for a stock to not trade sideways. You get that? Y'all understand? Y'all with me? It makes sense? So yeah, we got Thursday earnings. We got Monday, tomorrow. All right, so tomorrow we dealing with Waste Management, Tilray, Nucor. Those are the three that I'm going to be trading tomorrow for the earnings. But Waste Management, I'm not so much going to trade. I just feel like that's a slow growth stock. So that's like IWM. They're gonna have like a $2 move on a good day. But it is a great stock to invest in long term. As you can tell, it ain't did shit but really go up. And when it do come down, it just give you the opportunity to buy more. Y'all gonna always need y'all trash taken out. Add Waste Management to the list. Add Waste Management to the list. So yeah, like I said, I don't buy in the middle. I always want to see if it's gonna come back down or if it's gonna come back up, and to let me know whether I'm gonna take it to another level. Like if it comes down, okay, cool, I'll enter the call. If it comes up, all right, now I'm ready for the put. I will not enter a put right here. I will not assume that it's gonna go down when it's in the fucking middle. I have no idea. It's not even touching support or resistance. So you guessing at that point. There is no method to that madness. Nucor. Remember I told y'all that the penny stock green wave, they got a lot of fucking government contracts and shit, and they doing work with BlackRock, Nucor, Georgia Pacific, and Nucor is building another nuclear plant or some shit like that. But as you can see, they gapped up a whole $1, maybe more since the last time I checked. Though they gapped up the whole $1, but they got earnings coming out too this week. Before this stock goes to 200, 300, 400, add it to your watch list and average in on this as well. Add it to your portfolio. Allocate a small percentage to it. Nucor is going to do some things this year, though. I feel it. Tesla. I said Tesla was going to 330. That's right. Tesla was going to 330. Y'all want to add that to your radar, and don't get caught up in the mix. You know what I'm saying? If you do, just make sure. I swear to God, fuck Tesla. I really, really don't like telling people about Tesla, but it will go to 330, right? It will go to 330. Elon and Trump had me fucked up, right? And because right there, the last time it was at 338, maybe even, I think it was a little bit higher than that. I had it going to 340, 350, right? And then they argued and it brought this shit down. Somebody says realty income is good. Realty income, is it good? Is that a REIT? Movies, yes, it's good. That's a REIT. If I'm not mistaken, that is a REIT. TSLL is the poor man's Tesla, you guys. I advise you fuck with that if you can't afford the contracts that Tesla gonna be offering you, because they will want $1,000 for the good ones. They do be taxing, but it take money to make money. Don't let them run you off because the option is a little expensive. You trying to be frugal and shit, so you miss out on the good payouts. Tilray. This is a one of them puff pass companies, if you know what I mean. This is one of them Zaza companies. If you catch my drift, I'm in love with Mary Jane ass company. If you catch my drift, I'm trying to be very TikTok friendly. So y'all, I hope y'all catch my drift. Anyways, during that boom, during the cannabis boom, you know, a lot of these stocks that are down as fuck right now, I think it's time for us to pay attention to them too. Like if they at any point talk about legalizing it across the nation again, all of them will see another boom. And we gonna be like, damn, like, okay, so why not take advantage of the fact that a lot of them are down right now? Like a lot of them are down. So let's also not sleep on the agriculture side when it comes to, you know, the green. So put a trees in the chat if you hear me. Put a tree emoji in the chat if you know what I mean. Matter of fact, do it for the love of 420. This is giving everybody that love 420 the opportunity to make some money. If y'all pay attention to all the 420 stocks, they are down. None of them are just doing very good, right? So for all my hippies, y'all need to pay attention. Like, we can really capitalize on this opportunity. And I don't know how Tilray's earnings are going to come out this week or nothing. I'm not saying buy it now, but I am saying that I think this is a super strong buying opportunity. I will say that. All right, now move on. UNH took a beating, as well as Lulu. Like, UNH took a beating, and now they did take trouble. Like I said, with who? They had a lawsuit with who? That's right, Lynn. Why not? Why not? You make some money. You sit and hold it because essentially you take the earnings that you make in this, and then you can go buy real estate. You can go and buy you can go and build a farm. It's going to create freedom, though. It's going to create some freedom for your money. It's going to allow the money that you have to make money for you. I literally wrote a book on this shit, you guys. I've been live for over an hour and haven't told one person to go and buy my book because I don't care if you guys go and buy the book. That's mean as hell. That's mean as hell for me, and it's selfish for me because the name of the book is called How to Make Money Make Itself. And I want each and every one of y'all to know how to make money make itself. So with that being said, y'all can get on Amazon and type in How to Make Money Make Itself by Cedric Price Jr. It is also on, you can just Google it. You can just type in How to Make Money by Cedric Price Jr. and get a copy of my book. Other than that, I'll tell you right now, you don't have to get the fucking book. I'll tell you. You invest, you take your income, and you take that income and you put it into assets. Instead of taking your income and putting it towards your expenses and your liabilities, you take that income and you invest in assets. And those assets will pay your liabilities and your income. Super simple. Super simple, y'all. But you get caught up in bills. You get caught up in bills and expenses. You're going to be a hamster on a hamster wheel, chasing a piece of cheese you'll never get. You'll be in a rat race. Start a portfolio today, Junior. Start a portfolio today. Think for your future self. Because guess what? Right now, your future self, your present self should be slapping the shit out of your past self. Your future self need to go back in time, get in the time machine, go back to the version of you in 2023 that was sitting on the couch watching Netflix, and the price was $162. And you were sitting on the couch watching Netflix. Get in the time machine, go back in time and smack the shit out yourself. TikTok, this is not violence. I'm just saying this is for entertainment and educational purposes only. All right? So wake up, y'all. Wake the fuck up. Because right now, we living in those times where y'all got the opportunity to look out for your future self. So your future self won't be mad at your present self for like, damn, bro, wake up. This shit is right at your fingertips, right for you to do it. So the money you do got, what you gonna spend it and never see it again? Or is you gonna invest it and get some of it back and still have it, and get some of it back, and get some of it back and still have it, and get some of it back? Hey, they call it printing. When I first got into this world and I heard them say, oh, this is gonna be printing, this gonna print, I'm like, why the fuck they keep using the term print? It's just like printing money. You can lose money as well, but you lose money always. You lose money anyways. So the topic is how to lose money. Your ass better not be losing money. You got to know how to not lose money. And you got to know how to do it. You got to know how not to lose it by knowing how to lose it. I'm not trying to lose you. I'm not trying to lose you. Hear me out. You down $100 on the trade. You down $100 on the trade. You ain't bought the shares. You down on it's a day trade. You down $100. You can get the fuck out the trade right now. You can get out right now. But instead you hold it. And you say, I think it's gonna go back up and I can at least break even. And then it goes to $200. And you like, fuck, all right, just give me $100 loss and I'll take that. And then it goes to $300. That's not how you lose. And then you do that every day. That's not how you lose. You lose by having a set stop. You're going to get the fuck out if it gets to there. And you can't trade like without a stop loss for real if you ain't got the money to be doing that shit, bro. Listen, I grew up in the trenches, you guys. If you guys didn't know, I'll cut the malarkey. I'm not a suburban dude. I grew up in the trenches and they shot dice in my neighborhood. And it was always the guy with the bigger bankroll. It's always the dude with the most money that's going to walk away with. He going to win every time. Where you from? I'm from Cascade, Zone 4, Beecher Road, ATL, Atlanta. I went to elementary, middle school, and high school in Atlanta, Georgia. The trenches. Bankhead and Simpson Road. Don't get me started, Fazo. Don't get the set tripping, Fazo. But yeah, nonetheless, my whole point is that's not how you lose. He said he named 10. He said LOL. He named 10 places. Atlanta is big, bruh. Atlanta is big. It is big. I'm from all them places I named too. But nah, anyways, to make a long story short, if I get out of a trade at, somebody said 5% earlier, but if I get out of a trade at a 10% loss and then I walk away from the screen, I can do that shit there 9 times in a row. And the 10th time, as long as I maximize my profits when I'm in a winning trade, it's going to cover the losses. So this shit, trading is more so about your mentality. I said something earlier in the show. I'm going to repeat before I say, this is the best part of the show right here. This is the best piece of advice anybody going to ever get y'all. You will not get rich from technical analysis. All this chart shit I just showed y'all, all these candlesticks, anything somebody tell you about their thesis on the stock and all that shit, you will not get rich from technical analysis. You do not need Bollinger Bands and EMAs, SMAs, and all that. That will not make you rich. What you need is a serious review of how you think when you enter a trade. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. You do not need more technical analysis. You will not get rich from technical analysis. We need a serious review of how we think when we enter a trade. That's it. That's it. And if you don't journal, if they tell you you don't need to journal, you don't need to journal, they don't give a fuck. They don't even know, don't even listen to somebody like that. Write down what you are doing. Write down what you're doing anyways. But write down what you doing. Write down what you trading. Write down why you trading it. What made you trade it. Hell, write down what you ate that day. Because it do matter. Your ass ate milk and eggs that day and you had gas. You was trading like you had gas too. I'm just playing, y'all. That went a little left. But I'm serious in the same sense though. You stubbed your toe that morning. And you was mad. You had an argument that morning. Right? However the case may be. But not journaling is what's going to make you make the same mistakes again. You want to be able to rinse, wash, repeat. You want to find what you're doing right and do it again. Okay, I see what made me enter that trade. Now, I will not enter a trade unless these parameters happen. With that being said, can y'all hit the follow button? Because y'all going to miss the next live if y'all don't. Y'all might want to hit the follow button and hit the notification bell. You feel me? And if you really locked in, hit the subscriber button. If you triple locked in, hit the link in the bio and join the Discord so y'all can see I got a community. I'm building a mansion of traders. You feel me? Trader University. We trade in stock options. We trade in Forex. We trade in futures. We got crypto bros. It's a community of wealth. It used to be the money magnet militia. We are now Ironworth trading because I'm trying to be a suburban dude. Right? Ironworth sound a little bit more professional. And I was calling myself Darth Trader and all these other goofy ass names and shit. I'm trying to be serious, y'all. Not trying. I'm being a little more serious and professional. Right? But I'm having fun, though. I'm having fun nonetheless. Y'all gonna always get me. I'm gonna be me. Somebody said don't ever say suburban again. Don't ever say suburban again. Bustin' Clay says I just follow Pelosi. Yeah. You can follow Pelosi, Clay. You don't have to follow me. You can follow Pelosi, okay? No, I don't even know who the hell Pelosi is. That's how much Pelosi is out of my range, out of my world. I could care less. I'm doing me. I feel like Pelosi need to be following me, Clay. Here you talking about all the way in there. Wham whammy, y'all. I'm just playing. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Good night. Hit the follow button, y'all. Hit the link in the bio.